Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to me, I guess. Um, as I've been away at a conference because my real work, my actual work, and got ill a little bit afterwards and need to catch up with the work and all that kind of thing. So back now, trying to catch up with videos. And first up, trying to do a little video just about one character. I'm trying to do these a bit more often about teams, but also about individual characters who fit into lots of different situations. And Shaak Ti is one of those characters. She is one of actually my favorite characters in the game, and the way she's put together her kit is very unique and very clever. And to be honest, she got a little bit, um, I guess, superseded by General Anakin Skywalker because she came out not super long before Anakin, and she was the clone leader, so to speak. And then his kit got announced, he came out, and she just kind of fell to the wayside. Now, very, very quickly, first, how do you get it? I mean, mine obviously maxed out, but you get it from Fleet 5A hard ones. I know that's a really hard one. I do know that one, but she's well worth getting up to that character. She does unlock General Anakin Skywalker. She does help unlock Jedi Master Kenobi. So she does do a couple of really cool unlock situations. Great to have her in your roster. Mine obviously Relic 7 for my Jedi Master Kenobi. Now, her kit is, as I said, really well put together. Her basic dispels buffs, brilliant. So this ties into her unique, which you're going to see in a second, but she also grants up offense up on all allies who didn't have it, which is great because it means every time she does a basic, everyone gets a buff. Plus she dispels everyone. And this, as I said, ties into the unique, which is every time she's damaged or a clone is damaged, they get retribution as well as turn meter. So it means that you hit Shaak Ti, she gets retribution, then she gets to dispel when she attacks you back now as a counter attack. And then she keeps that, and she can just keep going like this, dispelling the buffs in the opponent or cleansing foresight, uh, as well as giving offense up for the rest of your team as she's doing this, and also giving herself retribution and turn meter, as it says there, 20% turn meter, which is quite nice actually. She also gets it from when a clone is hit too, so she can spiral very quickly if clones on her team are getting hit, as you're going to see in a second when I talk about the exact team makeups that she's really useful in. Now, her first special ability, cleanse all debuffs, wonderful. If you go clones, all assist, wonderful. If you go touch and a clone too, they get 100% turn meter. That's you're gonna be really careful on the wording. That's not a bonus turn. That's 100% turn meter. So if you're fighting against somebody who is stopping you gaining turn meter, this doesn't work. It's really important minor detail about the kit, about that bit there. But the ally you did select gets a buff based on whether attack is support, heal, or tank, and that is very helpful. Depending, no matter what team she's in, doesn't matter if it's a clone team or not clone team. This ability training exercise, the second special, also has both clone and non-clone bits. So she calls ally to assist. Doesn't matter who they are, so that's great. First up, clone they get attack again. That's nice, Of course, if it's fives, I guess you can attack multiple times. If Echo is helping, that's great. Shaak Ti and the ally get 35% health and protection. Great. Protection heals aren't that common in Galaxy of Heroes, so it's always very good to get that. If the target ally was a clone, they gain critical damage stacking. Up to 5 stacks, sorry, until the end of the battle. Really wonderful. If it's and this one's quite a nice one, Scarlet River Jedi, they get tenacity. Now that's cool because she often fits in teams like Padme or Jedi Master Kenobi. So that will help those getting those tenacity buffs to stop yourself getting hit with negative stats effects. And the last bit, her lead ability, is again clone specific, and this one's really clone specific. So really, she only works as a leader in the clone team, which is that they get bonus speed, and I like that because I will tell you why I like that in a minute. Again, when I'm looking at the teams, but they heal out of turn attacks. Wonderful, which is great because they do that quite a lot. Clones, especially if you're spreading retribution all the time, they're definitely going to be healing by attacking out of turn. And of course, if you've got Galactic Republic, allies also get protection, health, and offense. So you can imagine having all of your allies being clones. So 4 clones, you get 60% offense, 60% health, and 20% protection. Very nice stat buffs. Now, her mods, I do speed and health. You could do whatever for the two. I think health is just what I keep to keep you alive. But speed is the most important thing. She's quite a fast-paced character already. Mine's over 300. What is it? 308. Probably could be a little fast. I wish she was about 320, maybe 330. But I already have so many really, 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 really ridiculously good mods, so I can only spec them on so many characters. But 300 plus is always is a really cool thing. And as I said, with the lead here, she's giving speed buffs to her team, and of course she's getting 10 meter whenever people are being hit. So actually, she doesn't need as much speed perhaps, because if clones are your allies and they're getting hit, it means she's going to pull this. And if think of it this way, if they do an AOE and hit all 5 of you, she gets a bonus turn basically, just like that. So that's very, very quick and basically her kit. Great. Now, the squads is really where she says where you really see the utility of Shaak Ti in the teams that she can be in. As if the first team is a clone-based team, so of course she can fit in either the 501st as the leader to replace General Anakin Skywalker, which is fine if you're going to put Anakin in with either Jedi Master Kenobi or Jedi Master Luke, which many people do. And she can work brilliantly with that because as an attack out turn, she gives out retribution, she gives bonus speed, she gives out bonus health, bonus protection and offense. She gives out heal on the attack out turn. She has her specials all affecting helping any allies that she works with because they're all clones. Great. She works with the Bad Batch too. Now with the Bad Batch, you can have Hundreds as the lead or Shaak Ti as the lead. I've picked around here just to show you the differences here. Because whilst you lose Shaak Ti as the lead, all the abilities that Shaak Ti still has still apply to all the clones. So her unique about turn meter when clones get hit, or her unique about retribution, her special abilities that give you clone specific buffs, they all still work when she's here. So I often flick her into the Bad Batch, the 5th member, because Omega is not perhaps the best character in the game. I only have her at gear 9, I think, which is really terrible. And honestly, with her being there, it means if we are falling behind for some reason and we start getting taken for some hits, Shaak Ti's 10 meter buffs, followed by her middle ability, which allows her to give one of the clones a bonus turn plus a swarm attack, really pulls back in. Because, of course, if you give the bonus turn to, say, Echo, and then Echo can pull back 10 meter or give it to Tech for the stun. At the same time, Hunter will double tap because, of course, all allies will swarm attack if you do it right. He'll double tap nicely and do true damage if you get everything set up nicely with Wrecker. So she can work brilliantly in a non-lead position or in a lead position. Kind of works both ways. I like them both. Now, she works in Jedi Master Kenobi teams. She's really great as the support character. So often I find the Kenobi team struggles for the 5th member because Kenobi, Ahsoka, those 4 are kind of set in stone. In Arena, General Anakin Skywalker is great because he's a brilliant character just all around. But in Grand Arena, you don't always want to destroy 2 teams to make one. So Padme sometimes comes in, but Padme can be a really great leader. Like in a get me. How do you pronounce that? Padme Gideon team anyway. Or she can work really well just with a galactic replica leftovers, quite frankly. So Shaak Ti actually works quite nicely as the kind of cleanse healer, giving retribution and offense up, dishing that kind of stuff out. That's all really very nice. Of course, she doesn't get bonus 10 minutes because of Kenobi's lead, but that's beside the point. Now, she works well in the Padme team. I put Mace Windu in here just because I was trying not to use all the same characters, so I mix up a bit here. But she works nicely just again to dish out buffs, to dish out a heal, double the heal up with Padme, right? To get retribution, always very nice, especially when you've got courage on the team. So courage plus retribution is always a great way to do a lot of damage. Plus her getting 10 meter quite nicely. Always fits in really well, of course, with the Jedi, because you've got 4 Jedi, and I said before, she gives Jedi specific buffs, tenacity buffs, which is really cool. So she can work on these guys here to stop them from getting hit by negative stats effects when you don't have protection. Of course, Padme's lead or unique, I forget what it is. With protection, you can't get negative stats effects. So Shaak Ti kind of doubles up with that one. Now, this is where Shaak Ti's utility goes from being really good to being amazing, right? Because those first ones, these ones here, right? The clone ones are obvious, right? Because she can be a lead for a clone team. She can be a lead for the 501st or a lead for the Bad Batch. These both make sense. No problem at all. And she also works well as the 5th member of either the 501st or the Bad Batch. that also makes sense. So they both work. Jedi Master Kenobi, again, a Jedi team. Obvious, she fits in nicely with Galactic Republic Jedi. Great. Plus her heals, she fills in kind of that utility role, if you will. Padme, again, mixed in with courage and counterattacking, bonuses she can give Anakin, all this kind of thing, fits in nicely too. Then you're like, wow, you've got it written here to be versus Lord Vader, and she's part of an Empire team, an Imperial Trooper team, no less. Now, this is what I've only done a couple of times myself, but it has been done by other people multiple times, which is basically she replaces Gideon as the fifth member. Because Gideon, if I can remember correctly, and someone I'm sure in the comments will tell me I'm wrong, cannot remove Terminator from Lord Vader, which makes Gideon kind of useless in this team. Right? You can gain Terminator as much as you want, but you can't remove Terminator. So that's why Shaak Ti comes in use, because she can push the whole team forward. She can heal, she can cleanse debuffs. So when Lord Vader does his like force crush with the days, with the damage over time, so she can cleanse all that, right? And she can get rid of it to allow Piet and Dark Trooper to keep rolling really nicely. So she actually fits in really well. And plus, when it says offense up, when she does her count, when she hits with a basic, it's not specific to Galactic Republic or to Clone Troopers or the Jedi or anything like that. Anybody. So she gives the whole team offense up, which is really nice because obviously if Dark Troopers punching people, if Piet is getting buffed by Emperor's Trap, um, these guys are all going to hit much, much harder. So that does work. Mine doesn't work very well because mine got geared to all troopers, but it does honestly work to fit in quite nicely. Now, she fits in a JML team. She's a Jedi. JML is a Jedi based leader. She works the role as a support character, cleansing, debuff, removal, offense up. You can see how she works really well in that team, no doubt. She loses a little bit of viability because she doesn't have the Galactic Republic Jedi this time, but And then this one's a bit of a weird one. So this one works too. This one I've done, I think, once, but only once before randomly, more of a test than anything else. Since I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to try this because apparently this works and it does work. Padme with Commander Ahsoka Tano, Shaak Ti, Kenobi, and Ahsoka beat Ahsoka. Now, is it a robust 100% counter? No, it's not a 100% robust counter. It's like a you'll win 2/3 the time type counter. So this is not like a oh my goodness me, this is like life changing for me. But this is kind of like a if you don't have Jedi Master Kenobi, you're a cat, or you've got Jedi Master Kenobi, but you used him in some other way, or you're trying to split up your teams in some different way. This does actually work surprisingly well because Shaak Ti does cleanse off the advantage that Hux and SLKR give out. She does heal. She does get rid of the negative stats effects that the First Order can dish out too. Cat does do the insta kill, and of course, Cat gets pushed along by Shaak Ti to some extent. So, does it work 100%? No, it does not. Does it work though? Yes, it does. So, does this make Shaak Ti the most useful character in the game? Not the most useful character in the game at all. But is she a character that you should invest in? I mean, I think so. She works in so many teams. She's a non-legendary, so she's not hard to get. I mean, she's not an easy unlock, but she's not super hard to get. Um, and she's a character who is only in the middle part of your roster, and like the middle part of the like level of the game can really help you round out a lot of teams when you're trying to fill out Grand Arena. Like, how am I going to do this? I mean, even really simply in a 3v3 situation, she can be a second leader for your clones because the first leader is John Skywalker. He's probably got Fives and Rex because that's usually how people split him up. She can take Echo and an Arc Trooper. Trust me, Echo and Arc Trooper under Shaak Ti hit like a train because of Arc Trooper being a very high offense, high damage character already, plus the turret, plus Echo assisting constantly, and of course spreading offense up and spreading retribution makes the team hit real hard. So I think you should get her. I think she's a great character. She's up there with BB-8. I think next time we'll have to do someone like Thrawn because I'm sure Thrawn is also up there as a super popular one man army, if you will. But for today, Shaak Ti, worth getting, brilliant character, unlocks different things, works in so many teams, can help you beat different GLs if you're desperate, especially. Um, and all round great character. So, like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below what you think of Shaak Ti. Maybe you don't like her. Maybe you're like, dude, she died multiple times in the Clone Wars and is the only character who died more than once on a TV screen. Why would you like her? But whatever it is you think, let me know down below. And as always, guys, have a really, really great rest of your day.